Welcome back, everybody. So we have a lot to unpack today. We are starting with the Let's Resin epoxy resin, and as usual, I am just mixing part A with part B. We're going to start by creating some items today. We have our ghost Halloween mold, and we're going to make some of those with some really pretty glitter in them. And then we're also going to use the diachrotic, whatever it's called, the pretty shiny film. And we're going to make an orb with that, because I like the way the last one turned out, but this time I'm just going to use the clear ones. So I'm going to take my film and we're going to cut them into strips. And remember, we're just using the clear ones this time because we really want that really shiny, clear look so the light hits it. Gives it more of an opalescent look. So now I'm just taking those strips and I'm cutting them into small pieces, because the mold I have for this one is a lot smaller than the last one we used. See, it's much smaller. And then I'm going to crinkle them up and just shove them into the mold. Probably should have said place them into the mold instead of shove them into the mold, but it's okay. And then I'm just going to pour some resin in. You want to pour it kind of slow. Since it is a small mold, you don't want to overfill it. And then I'm just going to tap it and squeeze it to make sure there's no air pockets and all those bubbles get to the top. Push on the bottom of it, just making sure that all those bubbles come up. And then spritz it with our alcohol. I've got a little more room, so I'm going to add a little bit more to top it off. And again, you really want to watch those air bubbles. Then we have our turtle. I'm going to add a little resin to the bottom of this circle mold. Just scraping out what we had in there and smooth it around. I just want a very thin coat on the bottom of this. And that is so the piece of fabric we use has something to adhere to. See, just a very thin layer. And then we're going to add our fabric piece to it, and this is the Lisa Frank fabric that we have. And just kind of push it down and around. With the turtle, I'm going to put some green glitter into his shell and kind of spread it around his shell a bit. And then I decided to sprinkle it with my fingers because it was more sticking to the brush than it was the shell of the turtle. So I went ahead and just started sprinkling some with my fingers. And then I got the spoon and decided that would be faster. Trial and error. It's fine. We got it. And then I'm going to mix some of the same glitter into a little bit of the resin and pour that in. Trying to keep it all strictly in that shell. Not easy to do, but hey, you know what? If a little bit gets into the head of the turtle, that's fine too. The glitter's pretty. And then we're going to pour the rest of that resin right over our fabric in the circle mold. I'm going to set those aside. You want to make sure when you're doing the turtle that you get his feet and his tail, but you don't overfill it. Now this is one we worked on the other day, and I put some of that resin tape around it so that I could add a flood coat without spilling on the edges. And then I'm also going to add a flood coat to the heart paw print mold that we did the other day too, just to give it some shine. Scoot everybody out of the way, because next comes our little ghosties. We're going to use this really pretty orange glitter Now this orange glitter came in a bulk glitter set that I got off of Temu, and I will link it in the description because the glitter is gorgeous. And we're going to pour that right in. Now each of these glitters, what I did is I did a little bit of resin inside those plastic cups, and then I added a drop of glue to keep it from sinking all the way to the bottom. This is a very pretty purple glitter we've got. This has little stars in it as well. This was given to me by a friend of mine. Thanks, Alita. I'm not sure where she got it, but it is gorgeous. I've been wanting to use this for a long time, but haven't found something I wanted to use it on, but it felt perfect for the little ghost guys. And this is the black glitter, and that also came in that bundle from Temu. So we're going to mix that up. Pour it in. And then our silver glitter, which also came from that batch from Temu. Pour that in. That one I over poured just slightly. And I had just enough to put at the head of another mold, so what I ended up doing was filling the other one with the clear. So it'll be silver and clear. And I am just placing the other fabric piece into our other circle mold, and I am spreading that around. Making sure all the sides get coated. And this is the next day, so we're going to go ahead and demold our projects. This is the fabric circle mold we did, the Lisa Frank fabric, our paw print heart, the other Lisa Frank fabric. This one is going to have a lot of cleaning that needs done to it. A lot of filing, a lot of clipping away the edges. Yeah, it's got a lot of work that needs done still. And then our turtle. So stinking cute. And then our globe. Now the globe really gave me some issues. It was all one pour, like you guys saw that. The bottom part of it was nice and solid. The top part was still gushy. No idea why, but that's the way it went. There's our clear and silver ghost. And our purple ghost. So freaking shiny. Our full silver ghost. Our orange one. And then the black one. Just cleaning up those edges. See, that glitter is really shiny. Then I'm just going to go in with a white pen. It's a gel pen. And I'm going to get the mouth and the eyes. I'm going to bounce between a white and a black, whichever one looks best with each color. And on the black ones, I'm just using a Sharpie. These will eventually become keychains in our next video. Now I'm just going to file the edges of the circle mold. And this is where I got inventive. Kind of regret the inventive part. And I went ahead and I covered the bottom of it with that resin tape to try to keep the resin from spilling into the back of it. And I stuck it inside a bigger clear mold. And then poured resin on top of it. So I'm just going to mix up my resin real quick. And again, we're using that Let's Resin epoxy, part A and part B. It's a 1-to-1 ratio and you want to mix it real well. Now, I thought I mixed it real well. And as you're going to see later on in the video, it happens, it does, to everybody. It wasn't as mixed as I thought it was. So we ran into an issue. Which when it comes time to demold these, I will show you what happens when your resin does not get mixed thoroughly enough. Happens to the best of us. So what I've learned from this is when you're mixing your resin, set a timer. That way you know how long you've been mixing it. It's easier to tell when the resin is clear through those clear cups. With these not so clear cups, it's a little harder to tell if it's mixed thoroughly. And I'm just going through and re-sanding some of this because it was a little bit higher than I still wanted it. Don't ask me why I didn't speed this part up. I thought I did. Apparently I did not. My apologies. I would go ahead and speed it up now, but then the music would speed up and it would just lead to a whole catastrophe. So we're just gonna keep doing this. I was gonna scrap the video, to be fair, when I saw that it didn't set properly because the resin wasn't mixed real well, but then I thought about it, and a lot of people probably run into this issue as well, so I thought, let me go ahead and show it so that I can show, you know, there are different ways to fix these issues. Now, granted, with the circles that I did, I haven't got a chance to fix the issue yet because I kind of ran out of resin. But I did manage to fix the globe that we did where it was still that sticky, not fully cured on the top of it, which I still don't know why because the bottom was completely solid and it was one pour. So I have no idea why that happened. If anybody knows why that would happen, where one entire pour, part of it would cure, the other part would not, let me know. I'd be grateful for any advice. I'm just going to tape the second circle. And there we go. And then I'm going to cut around it so it fits inside the circle mold. And pour the resin. Did I pour a bit much resin? Yep. Would that have helped the situation any? Nope. It would not have. Because it just didn't cure. I let that sucker sit for 2 days and it did not cure. Now I'm taking my chameleon powder and I am just filling in this turtle. Here's another oddball thing. This is the exact same resin, the exact same mixing that I did with the circle molds. And the turtle, he cured perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever. But the circle molds did not cure, and neither did the skull you're going to see me do. But the turtle did. I'm not sure what happened. Totally blew my mind when I saw that, so I thought I'd go ahead and, as much as I wanted to scrap the video, I wanted to make sure that you guys see that not everything comes out perfectly, and that's okay. There's going to be accidents along the way, there's going to be mishaps, there's going to be things that don't cure, there's going to be things that partially cure. You just keep going. So really all you can do is just keep going. We got the little skull filled up. And I'm going to take more of that film And I'm going to crunch it up and shove it in, well, place it, because shoving it in just sounds aggressive. I'm placing it into the circle mold. And I'm going to fill up our mold. And I'm turning it as I fill it to make sure it gets in every single space. And we're scraping out the cup, making sure I get every bit of that resin in there. Give it some taps. Squeeze it around. Make sure any air bubbles pop to the surface. And again, we're just tapping and squeezing, making sure that every ounce of that resin in there has no bubbles. Popping any bubbles I see. And there is that set. Sad faces because it looks so pretty. And see our ghost? Aren't they freaking cute? They're going to make adorable keychains. Alright, so windows didn't turn out perfectly. I did something a little different. I took see what happens? See how squishy it is? How it's just bleh? See, it's squishy still. That's what happens when it doesn't cure properly. We will eventually find a way to fix that, I promise. So I took the globe that didn't cure properly on the top and I put it in the square mold and I poured more resin over it. Figured, why not? Let's try this. And it came out cute. Look at how cute that is. I love it. Does it need a flood coat? Yes. Do I have the resin to make a flood coat for it? No. That's okay though. It looks freaking adorable. And this is the circle that we did. Now I didn't have enough resin to fill it up all the way. But that's okay. We're going to pop it out of that mold. We're going to clean up the edges. And then I'm going to put it on a little stand that I have. Now the little stand was originally meant for crystal spheres, but I found out it works really well for this too. Work with what you got. See, it's a little jaggedy around there, so we're just going to trim it. We're not going to talk about how close I came to just cutting my finger off right there. We're not going to discuss that at all. My finger's intact, so it's fine. One of the things I love about these with using that film is the opalescent look it gives them. It is gorgeous. Opals are one of my favorite crystals, so being able to achieve that look with resin is just A+. And I'm just wiping it down with a microfiber cloth and a little bit of alcohol. Look at that. I don't even care that it's jagged at the bottom. It is freaking gorgeous. And see, once you place it on the stand, once I get it in the right spot to stay still, it's so pretty. And then we have another turtle that I placed in some of that moss. Put that in his shell. And I will file that down, the little pieces sticking out. And then I did that with 2 of the skulls as well. Which these will also become keychains. And there's skull number 2. It's not easy to get those out of the mold, but if you push on the head, it pops right out. Now the circle ones I did, I put some of the Color Street nails in them because I wanted to make Color Street nail keychains for my girls in the Color Street group. And they turned out pretty. Now, one of them did not react well to the heat from the resin. I will say that. In a second, I'll show you what it was supposed to look like and what it ended up looking like. So that is the color it's supposed to be. That's the color it came out when it cured. So it did not react to the heat very well at all from the resin. But lesson learned. I'm just gonna set these up. And then after this, you guys hang around because I have a little small video where it shows you all the finished products, all nice and pretty. So even though we had our mishaps and our non-cured resin, we still came out with some really gorgeous pieces, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, with the frustrating things and all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with some friends, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Imperfections